Guys, how was your week? How was your week? I had a profitable trading week, but there's something more than that. There's something way more than that. I had a profitable trading week. How was your week? Let me know how your week was. Drop it in the comment section. For me, if I get one win in a week, then I'm done for the week. If I get just one win for the week, then I'm up for the week. Whether I take the 2 losses, I don't take more than 3. So 1 win, 1 to 3, other 2 losses, I'm up for the week. But if I also get another win, 2 wins in a row, 3 wins in a row, far ahead. So how was your trading week? Comment your trading week in the video description. Let's see how your week was compared to my week. So for me, I had a good trading week, but there's something even way more than it being a good trading week. Yes, there's something way more than it being a good trading week. Why? Monday I took a win on USDJPY, a clean one, and I felt like this week was a week that was like, if I was blind about my strategy this week, like I was just like they removed something from my eyes. So like I just became more of my strategy. It's just like they just opened me to my strategy. That's it. This week just told me, yes, this is your strategy. This is what you should be looking out for. Everything depends on patience. Just patience. My strategy needs patience. That's it. Everything depends on patience. Once you are patient, you wait for the right setup. This USDJPY was a clean setup, 1 to 3. And there are other setups that played out which I wasn't able to catch up, and I still took 2 losses. Like there were other. The second setup was caused by my dad. I did a short video about that on YouTube. I was sitting right waiting for an entry to take that trade when my dad called me and was like, sometimes there are certain things that distract you from the chat. So I should go and find our techie. He bought a techie, and the next day we couldn't find it, so I should go and find it. I was trying to explain what I should do fast before it would go fast, so I left the chat. I was just waiting for an entry to execute this particular trade right here. Just an entry. The time I spent about 40 minutes outside, and I was to take the trade on either the 15 minute or the 5 minute. When I came back, the trade has already passed 1:2:1, and it was some kind of, it was not a good moment for me, but I just felt like it was normal. It's fine. Good setup will come. The next day I saw another setup, which was on Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. I wasn't able to take this setup. Why? I work in the night. That's number one thing. It was on the same pair, this setup right here, very clean. And all of them just showed me how my strategy works. The good part, yes, I've backtested, I've seen results, but you now have to look for those clean setups. What are those clean setups? So everything, this particular trade, very clean. I came back from work, I saw the trade, I was waiting. If I tell you that I didn't know the time that I slept off, bro, you won't believe. I didn't know the time I slept off. You know, I work in the night from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. When I close from 5 a.m., by the time I walk to the house, I'll be around 1 hour, so 6 a.m. Then by 7, another session opening on my chat. The highest I sleep a day is 2, 3, highest 4 hours out of 24 hours. So I don't know what happened, whether I was so exhausted, I was so tired. This particular trade right here, I was there with my laptop. The time I woke up, 3 hours passed, and the trade has already passed 1:10 risk-to-reward ratio. But my minimum, my target is 1:3, but it passed 1:10. This particular trade right here, and again, I felt so bad. I thought it was my work, and it wasn't easy for me for that time too, because I was so stressed. I didn't even know the time I slept off. And that was the third good trade. That was 3 trades in a row perfect one. If I've taken all this trade, I would have been done for the week on Wednesday. But I lost these 2 trades. I took only 1 win, and I was still up. And that one trade that I took brought my account back to break even. If you can remember, if you can go back to my YouTube channel, check my previous video, you know that I've taken about 11 trades without a win, 4 break even, and the other ones are losses. But this particular trade covered everything. It covered everything, and I was so surprised. If I had taken the next 2 trades which were winning, then I would have been way far from drawdown. Way far from drawdown. I would have needed 7 losses before I moved back to break even, not even drawdown again. I lost this trade on Thursday. I got a setup on GBP USD. I entered. There was news NFP. I held this trade. Throughout the news. I was there, then the news just spiked to my stop loss. I'll show you the chart, but before I show you the chart, I just want to tell you how this week has been. So the trade spiked through my stop loss, and the problem isn't about the trade spiking through my stop loss. The trade took 3 times of what I was risking. Like 3 times of what I was risking. That's almost my target, my TP target. I reached 25 for 75. This trade that my stop loss was 25. I saw it very well, it was 25. But because of the news spiked, it stopped me out at 77. I will put in a screenshot here. The news stopped me out at 77, taking almost 3 times what I risked. First time news experience, very bad. And I'm not going to hold any trade through NFP again. And just know that this money I'm just risking off. It's either a move or it doesn't move. Fine. But for me to say I'm risking this and the trade will take more than what I'm risking, I didn't plan to risk 3% of my or 3x of what I was risking. So that's the bad side of the week. So this trade took 3x of what I was risking, putting me in drawdown for the week. Maybe I should have been up 1.7. I was down 3x of my account. Bro, it wasn't easy because pulling back to break even, now hitting back thinking that you are not going to move, and yes, this news just taking me back. I know one trade can cover it, but it's not my bad. You should be aware of news. Don't trade news on your personal account or account that you responsibility of account. If you are trading news, know that this is the amount I'm using for this news. Put this in a different account. Going all fine, but don't say I'm risking it because of the spike. It just spiked, then hit my stop loss way down from where I set my initial stop loss. So let's get into the chart. Let me show you everything that happened for this week, and let's get into the chart. Let me show you exactly everything that happened for this week. Enjoy the video and subscribe to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Tuesday, and before we get into today's video, I want to show you a trade I took yesterday Monday, which was on USD. So I'll be overlaying a screen record right here. I'll be overlaying a screen record. That trade I wasn't able to make a clip about it, but today the trade hit my break even today. That was around 12:15 a.m. That time I was at the website. I work in the night, so that was around 12:15 a.m. So I'll be overlaying when I was going to break even. When the trade hit the break, I'll be overlaying the screen record here. That was the trade that I took. So the trade hit my break even around that time. So once the trade hit my break even, I move I set an alert, I take profit, then I break even. I don't open the chart after 6 hours. I open, or when I get the break even again, then I open. So from 12 to 6, I closed from work and I got home around 6 a.m. So when I came, I opened the chart. The trade was still running. It didn't hit my TP yet. Then I closed the trade. Then around London session open, the trade hit my take profit. So the long awaited win has finally come. This is my first win in 11 trades. So out of 11 trades, so this is now the 12th trade. So this is the win. I've taken 4 break even plus the win, then 7 losses. and this win covered all the losses. I don't know, I'll show you later my journal, but this win covered all the losses. So today being Tuesday, I'm not taking any trade for today, and I'm still watching. There was a trade that I missed. If you go to my YouTube channel, you see a short that I posted there that my dad made me miss a trade on Euro GBP. My dad made me miss. Actually, let me just say something small about that trade. That trade was, I set everything, I was ready, and I set an alert at where I'll be entering. So after I set and I was sitting down there, my dad called me that I should go and look for our turkey. You know, turkey. He bought one turkey, then he didn't even know where it was, so he called me to go and look for the turkey. So when I went out, I spent almost getting to 40 minutes before I came back. When I came back, the trade has already moved. I'll put that trade here. The trade has already moved past my entry, moved into like huge profit, so I couldn't capture on that trade today. So today is Tuesday. I'm still watching. If I get another trade, I'll update you. If I don't get another trade, we'll meet any day that I get set up. I don't take more than 3 trades in a week, and this is the first trade, the first win in a while. Let's see if we can maintain this win. So subscribe to the channel, turn on notification bell, like this video, and comment your opinion. Let's see how we all become profitable in this industry. Guys, so guys, I took this buy on GU right now. No, 1 hour ago, took this buy on GU. But today there's news, NFP, very crazy news. There's news. So right now I've not gotten any alert to break even. So because there's news, I wanted to get into the chart to see whether the trade is still moving on or it has hit my stop loss. If it's still moving on, then we see what we are going to do before NFP. Whether we break even, we close the trade. So let's get onto the chart. Let's see what the result is. If it's a stop loss, then we are down for the day. Let's get onto the chart. So guys, let's get onto the chart right now. It's 12:14, that's, and the news will be around 12:30, so that will be around, let's say, 16 minutes more to NFP. Let's see. Why is it not loading? My data is on. Yeah, my data is on. My PC is low battery. There's lights off. That's why I'm using my phone to screen record. There's lights off here, so I cannot use my PC. Let's see. I want it to load. I don't know why the network is so slow. I need to load. Let's see. So the trade, is it in profit or is in loss? So guys, the trade is still ranging. The trade is still ranging at my entry level. Still ranging. So I don't know. The network is slow. I want the network to cancel. I'll show you where. Okay, this is why I got onto the trade. So the trade is still ranging. So let's wait 1 or 2 minutes to NFP. Let's see how NFP is going to play. Maybe I'll just leave it. If it play well, fine. If it doesn't play well, fine. So let's see how it goes. But I'm seeing it to be a good setup, but you can't tell. You cannot tell. So let's pause this video and let it move smoothly. Now level 2 minutes to the news. 2 minutes to the news. Let's see. This is my first time holding news like this. Normally me, I don't watch them, so it's somehow, but let's see how it goes. Let's just see how it goes. So the trade is still playing around, and it's left with some minutes to the news. Ooh, let's see. Right now the trade is lying that's in profit. A little bit of profit. It's just at break-even level. Let's see how NFP is going to spike. Alright, so funny. So funny. Let me get in the comment section. How was your NFP? If you are watching this video, so price has started falling. Can't tell. Let's see. We are now left with how many minutes? 1 minute to the news. 1 minute to the news. So it's now left with some seconds. Let's see what NFP is going to see. But if this was a good setup, then it should align with NFP. But you can't tell, bro. Let's see. As long as what I'm risking is what I can afford to lose, my stop loss has been set. Everything is good. If I lose, I lose. So just left with some seconds. Ooh. We can draw down. Let's see. So let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. NFP is out. Guys, NFP is out. Let's see how it's going to spike. Let's see. Oh! Guys, NFP is down. NFP is down. The dollar is strong. If this was just to the upside, this would have been so sweet. I just spiked down. Wow. So we hit stop loss for today. That's it. That's it for the day. We hit stop loss. We'll catch up tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. See whether we'll get another setup tomorrow or not. So